Hi, you're watching Floyd Steinberg's YouTube channel. Today's short video with a relatively silly idea, maybe interesting, maybe totally boring. Let's see. Back in the day when a new synthesizer hit the market, people used to ask, how's the piano like? Yeah, that was an important benchmark for new synthesizers. And today I'd like to take this idea and put a different spin on it. I have multiple synthesizers here from different decades, and I'm going to play only one note on them. First on a real acoustic piano and then on my synthesizers. And the question here is, how long will this note ring out? So how long is the sustain phase and the release phase? I will measure the time and then compare it and then rank those synthesizers according to those times. And maybe there will be an interesting result there. So if you think that's interesting, please join me in this video. Here we go. Okay, so this is a Yamaha upright piano. Many households in the world have one of these. And what I'm going to do here is to start that clock, to measure the time, and then just play the C2 note down here with full force and see how long we can hear that note ringing out. Here we go. Yeah, at this point it's still going, but you can see these are 50 seconds almost. And now let's repeat the same thing on a synthesizer. Here's the same thing on a General MIDI module from 27 years ago. Here's the Yamaha MU2000, which was one of the more expensive modules of this type back in the day. Here we go. Yeah, roughly 11 or 12 seconds. Okay, this is the Yamaha EX5 from 1997, so roughly 27 years old now. Same procedure as before. This is not the default piano patch, but a custom one, but it's using the internal samples. Here we go. Yeah, it's roughly 20 seconds there. Okay, here's the same thing on MPC One. This is the stage piano plugin. I'm going to do the same thing, whack this thing really good and see how long the note will ring out then. Here we go. Yeah, this is a bit disappointing, I must say. Okay, this is a synthesizer from 2023. It's a very expensive one. Let's see how this performs. I'm going to reveal what it is later. Same thing as before on the acoustic piano. Wow, this one actually performed better than my acoustic piano though. There was the traffic noise and the voice messages coming in. Okay, and here we have Zynthian, the piano plugin. This is an open source groovebox of sorts. Let's do the same thing as before. Wow, I think we have a winner here. Okay, so last but not least, here's a DAW. This is the Sony Vox 88 Ensemble plugin. I've got this from some end of summer sale some years ago. Not the newest piano plugin, but I think it's one of the better ones out there. So let's see how this fares. Same procedure as before. That's 47 seconds. Yeah, I'm out of synthesizers now. So what is the ranking that results from all of this? In the last place we have the Yamaha MU2000. This is no wonder, it's the box with the least amount of RAM and the most amount of instruments and patches and samples, so the samples are relatively short there. On the next place we find the Yamaha EX5, which was from the same year, but it has significantly more RAM and it was much more expensive than the MU2000. Next one is MPC One, and I'm a little bit surprised, but not in a good way, because that plugin wasn't cheap. So I expected a little bit more, to be honest. MPC One is a quite recent instrument, I think it's 4 or 5 years old by now, but it has plenty of RAM, so it should be no problem to make those piano samples a little bit longer. And then there's the Yamaha Montage M8, which in my opinion had the best sounding piano in this short experiment. Very nice, warm and bassy sound there. But regarding sample lengths, it's only in the third place, right behind the Sonyvox plugin, which came in second. So this plugin is older already, but it's still quite good. And in the first place, surprise, we've got Zynthian, which was running the Piano Tag plugin, which is a virtual acoustic piano, so there are no samples in use at all, but it's all calculated in real time. So what can we learn from this? It's no wonder that the sample length was in direct correlation to the year these devices were released. You need lots of RAM for a good piano sound. Even then, you can't really sample all the stuff a piano can do. So it's always an approximation of the real thing, even in the year 2024. Engineers always have to find find a workaround for certain things. So for example, in the EX5 example, you can clearly hear that they were cross-looping the piano sample to create a clean and pleasant sounding loop. So we had the chorus effect there, which doesn't really sound like a real piano. So they tried to solve it by applying filter envelopes to get that relatively long sustain. And I think even today these tricks are still in place. So all I can say once again is thanks for watching, and I'd like to know about more synthesizers out there that perhaps are in your possession. So please, if you have the time, repeat this experiment with your workstation synthesizer or digital piano, and please post the results you found in the comments under this video so we can make a digital piano ranking. And I really hope enough people watched that part of the video and didn't fall asleep beforehand. As always, thanks for watching. There will be a regular video next Sunday as usual, and until then, have a good time. Bye bye.